Let's have a chat about what to do now in terms of Twitch and YouTube, because so for those of you who like, if we're talking about YouTube for a minute, for those of you who haven't been following it for a long time, when I started out the channel, it was a Let's Play channel where I just did a lot of just random video games. How long have I been streaming? It's down below the stream, but 5.5 hours is the answer to that. Or are you talking about like in terms of like my lifetime of streaming? I did a lot of YouTube videos. I did a lot of like games, Let's Plays of stuff like Resident Evil, Vampire Masquerade, just all that kind of shit. Just trying to get some traction, and that never went anywhere. I literally got stuck on 430 subs for about a year, I think. It never went up or down. Every time someone joined, someone left. And right around the time, I was still posting Street Fighter 4 videos, but they were just intermittent. They were just like once or twice a week. I'd post Street Fighter 4. And then the rest of it was Let's Plays for the rest of the week. And then Street Fighter 5 came out. And I kind of decided when Street Fighter 5 came out that I was going to change the priority of the channel to being a fighting game channel. And just do exclusively fighting games on the channel. And that worked really well. Or at least it worked reasonably well, because I actually started gaining subs rather than just sitting on 430. And that's what I've been doing for the past 5 to 6 years that channel's been up. Is just doing just fighting games, 90% of the time. And just doing tutorials or reactions or whatever outside of that. And over the lifetime of Street Fighter V, a lot of people, I feel, have been enjoying watching me, not just hopefully because of my stunning personality and just award-winning good looks, but because I enjoyed being on that journey of watching me get better at the game, because I went into that game and I plateaued around silver. I got blue past rookie, blue past bronze, then silver. I kind of got stuck for a while. So for that whole time, basically, we were playing Cammy when it first came out, then we played Juri, obviously, and Juri I had to learn from scratch because she was a new character, even though it's Juri, she plays obviously very differently to her previous iterations. Point being, is that we've just been ranking up and ranking up and ranking up, and when I got to Platinum, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go ahead and do more in terms of ranking up, but everyone was kind of like, yeah, rad, a lot of people, I made a video about it, and I said, I'm not sure what I want to do. Consistency is the key to success. See, I'm not sure about that, but we'll get to that. So, everyone was like, yeah, Red, you can make Diamond, you can do it. And so I was like, okay, sure, whatever, we'll just go for Diamond. And we know how that goes now. It took me 2 years to get from Platinum to Diamond. Because I'm a stupid idiot, is the short answer to that. If I just learned my lesson sooner, it wasn't a matter of capability, it was just a matter of intelligence. I just was too slow learning my lesson in terms of how I wanted to play. Warlord next. Everyone's been making that joke, don't worry. So yeah, I like right now, so we've hit Diamond, we hit it a couple of weeks ago at the time of recording this. And I'm so happy that I don't have to play Ranked now. Because Ranked is so stressful in this game. It really is. And so like tonight we've been playing Seth, obviously, for the most part. We switched to Juri, obviously, and played her for a while, but we've been playing Seth. And what attracted me to Juri was I've always loved the character. I stick around because you're not a bad streamer. So what's next for you on the channel? Well, that's what we're talking about here, Black Rabbit. Is we're trying to figure out what to do, because here's the thing, right? I don't want to just do Street Fighter V exclusively. Because as much as I enjoy playing this game, and I do enjoy playing it, let's not get it twisted, it is my favorite. If anyone asks me, Red, what is your favorite fighting game of all time? Like, not even current generation, of all time, Street Fighter V is my favorite fighting game of all time. Because it's the one I'm best at, it's the one I understand the mechanics of the most, and in spite of how roughly they've treated Juri, she is still a lot of fun to play. So that is the primary thing with this, is that I do love Street Fighter V. But I don't want to just make Street Fighter content. And the thing is that the catch about that is that, so I'm like, okay, I'll play other fighting games. And on YouTube and on Twitch, not so much on Twitch, but definitely on YouTube, when I post other fighting games, they don't get nearly as good views as Juri, or in Street Fighter in general. Juri, within Street Fighter, if I post other characters, I don't get as good views either. It's Juri gets the most views all the time, consistently. So I'm wondering what I want to do next, because I don't want to do just Street Fighter. And when I play other fighting games, even if they, like, it doesn't matter if I'm good at them or not. Like, I can play, like Dragon Ball FighterZ, which I'm not very good at. Like, I'll freely admit, you know, where Supreme Kai rank is the highest I've gotten. I'm not particularly good at that. I'm not particularly good at Tekken. And the views for that are just kind of, like, lower, and people have less interest. But even when I'm decent at a fighting game, like, say, Dead or Alive, where we're A- rank in Dead or Alive, which is reasonable. It's not the highest rank, but it's up there. It would probably be close to or equal to being Diamond in Street Fighter. People like that, but they don't like it as much. It gets the highest views out of fighting games that aren't Street Fighter. So I'm kind of like, well, what's the point in trying to get better at other fighting games if people don't like them as much? Or even when I am better, people still don't, you know, I don't know whether people are watching for the skill of the player, as low as that, or as, you know, as mediocre as that might be, or whether they're just watching for me and they don't care about the game. That's kind of what I don't really know. They like a new mod Jury as well. That is true. That is very true. People like the mods. There's no question about that. Unfortunately, there's not really any good. There's no good mods for Seth at the moment, aside from the female voice mod. Jury has her own following. She's like the Melina of Street Fighter. Yeah, that's actually not a bad comparison. I'll go with that. You found your niche with Jury. If you're doing what everyone is doing, you're doing it wrong. Well, that's the thing, is that I don't want to. The worst thing you can do on YouTube is chase trends. Unless you're a really popular streamer, chasing trends will genuinely get you nowhere. Like, you want to do your own thing. You want to be able to create something which is unique to you, and then if people enjoy that, then they'll flock to you, basically. I'm here for Gambit and Street Fighter. Thank you, Nabucco. I'm not sure about those Dark Side Filaments though. I'm just saying. Yeah, the channels that really blow up are the ones that do something unique, and so I don't know. What I'm thinking about at the moment is we'll still do Street Fighter, obviously. I made a big post about this on the YouTube channel in the community section, but so there's a really long post there if you want to read that. But the gist of it is that I'll still be playing Street Fighter. I'll still be playing Jury. I just don't know, like right now, I don't really feel like trying to rank up any further, because doing that stream a couple weeks ago, honestly, gave me PTSD. I was actually, for like a week afterwards, even watching other people play Street Fighter made me anxious. I was legit getting upset watching other people play the game, not even me. Maybe bring back some Let's Plays on your favorite games. I remember when you said you like Zone of the Enders 2. Yeah, I do love Zone of the Enders 2. It's a fantastic game. I don't know if I want to jump down the Let's Play rabbit hole, because I feel like Let's Plays as a genre on YouTube are kind of done. I really feel like they are almost a dead genre. At least on YouTube. On Twitch is different, because Twitch gives you that interactive experience where you can talk to the chat and create something unique. But I feel like doing a single player Let's Through of a game, that's just like, you know, just playing it on the basic bitch difficulty and not trying to speedrun it or doing anything else like that, I feel is very, very hard to actually make interesting anymore, because I just feel like it's been done. You know? It's like there's a million. Actually, that's being very generous. There would be hundreds of millions of channels on YouTube that do Let's Plays that go fucking nowhere. And I'm not trying to shoot you down here. I appreciate the question or the comment, but I don't feel like, at least in the strictest sense of just doing a Let's Play, it's different. Like if people do like hyper editing and really cut it down to like make it a montage of like funny moments and shit, that's different. I'm talking about just doing a basic run-of-the-mill Let's Play. I don't feel is really a thing that should be done in 2020 in general. Would I like Zone of the Enders 2? Oh, wait, I like Zone of the Enders 2. Yeah, Zone of the Enders 2 is fantastic. I love it. It's one of the most cinematic games ever made. It's so cool. That game makes you feel like an absolute badass. With next gen around the corner, what game does Gambit have an eye for? I think Cyberpunk would be great for your channel, for example. Black Rabbit, Cyberpunk is a little bit different again because I don't get very excited about single player games anymore these days because 90% of single player games just don't interest me anymore. And that's not because I'm like, oh, multiplayer is great. I don't actually care much for multiplayer either. Street Fighter and fighting games like the only things I really enjoy doing in multiplayer for the most part. I've got a friend who's got a Korean Exile server and I play on there sometimes. I'll do some MMO stuff occasionally, but I do love single player games, but like the single player games that I want to play are very, very limited because they have to like fill a number of like criteria. Like you have to be able to create, like you have to have a character that I either really like or looks very cool or is a creatable character, right? So that'd be like cool, sexy, or creatable is like a #1 thing for me. Like Ghost of Tsushima, right? That trailer came out, like they did that gameplay run through on Friday and the internet lost its fucking mind. They're like, oh, this game looks so fucking cool. I watched that trailer, I'm like, not for me. And I kind of hate myself for that. YouTube videos help me get better in Street Fighter 5. Thank you, Pyro, I appreciate that. It's very rewarding for me as a content creator to be able to help people get into fighting games because fighting games are really hard to get into. So anything I can do to help people get into them and understand them rather than just play them once and be like, I got beat up. I'll go back to playing Fortnite. You know, I'm not saying that you play Fortnite. I would never ever insult someone by saying that they play Fortnite. MMOs can create 4 characters? Yeah. I'm waiting for them to bring out Classic Burning Crusade on WoW. If they bring out Classic Burning Crusade for WoW, I'll play the shit out of that. But to finish what I was saying, when Cyberpunk comes out, Cyberpunk is a game that I'm really, really excited for. I am so looking forward to that game because it ticks every box for me. Customizable characters, branching storyline, being able to make your own decisions that affect the gameplay, open world, your rich, lavish graphics that really immerse you in the story. Like that kind of shit, that's probably not going to go on my channel because I'm going to be playing, I'm not going to stream that. I'm not going to put it on YouTube because every moment that I'm not streaming or doing stuff for the channels, I'll be playing that game. I'll be playing it really slowly. I'll be taking my sweet fucking time with that. That will be like a 60-hour playthrough for me. Easy. Because I'll just be doing every single side quest and trying to unlock every single thing in it. So that's why I don't want to do Cyberpunk because I would enjoy that more playing that by myself. No waypoints in Ghost of Tsushima? No, I would choose Guile fighters and it. What? Guile fights over Guile fights over Fortnite. Fair enough. How do you feel about co-op featured in games like Destiny 2 and Monster Hunter World? Yeah, that's interesting. That's definitely interesting. That's not something that I would take off the table right away. For sure. You should play it on stream, take your time, show people. Yeah, but the thing is, Black Rabbit, is that, and this is nothing against you guys, right? I have nothing, I love the fact that I get to stream and chat with you guys and do stuff like this, where I can just talk. And I'm actually going to change the category to just chatting because that's really what we're doing right now. But, so what I'm thinking about at the moment, so to try and steer this towards some kind of conclusion at least before we talk about anything else, is that I'm thinking we'll continue with Street Fighter on the channel, obviously. And Street Fighter will still be the main focus of the channel. Like we'll post like 2-3 times a week Street Fighter videos, which is what we do now anyway. Street Fighter gets posted usually, like before we did the Road to Diamond, I think I was posting every 3rd day. Posting a Street Fighter video. The choices are more to show your character and to get friendship points with certain answers. Fair enough. I'm not saying you're wrong. Fair enough. If that's what the purpose of them are, that's fine. It's just not what I'm looking for in a game. Do you have some return to Street Fighter 4 videos on my channel? Yes, there are plenty. There's definitely been multiple times where I've gone back to play Street Fighter 4 on the channel. Most recently, if you look for Ranked Replay on the channel, if you Google Ranked Replay, Red Gambit, you'll find some Street Fighter 4 videos that I recorded probably 8 months ago. Actually, maybe less than that. Might be 6 months ago. I think that was the last time I did Street Fighter 4 on the channel. But there are plenty of Street Fighter 4 videos on the channel. from back when I used to play it. Even when I used to play it live, before 5 came out, there's plenty of videos there. So here's what I'm thinking of. We keep doing Street Fighter 2-3 times a week, right? And then in between, on the other days, between those videos, you know, sometimes there'll be news videos, sometimes there'll be reaction videos. We'll keep doing that. We'll keep doing topical content when that comes up. Whenever there's a trailer that comes out or an announcement that comes out that I feel like is worth talking about, I'll do a reaction for it. I'll do a discussion video or whatever about it. And that's fine. On the other days, I'm thinking about doing multiplayer games like Resistance or like Predator Hunting Grounds or Call of Duty or whatever. Just doing other multiplayer games in general that aren't strictly fighting games, because if people don't care that much about me playing other fighting games that aren't Street Fighter, I'm like, well, I may as well just try different games altogether and see what people like. That's the logic.